Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Lonely Overlander, the first big expedition series of the 2025 travel season. This year I'm going back out again with the usual suspects from the Bancroft Overland Club. If you remember last year on the Star expedition, well, we got our trucks into some pretty tight and gnarly stuff. So in preparation for that this year, I put some paint protection down on the Bronco and put the limb lifters back on. Not that that's really going to help anything, but...
As with most of the Lonely Overlander group expeditions, we find Lexi and Eric heading north and meeting up with Lee along the way. It's pretty safe to say Lexi has developed a strong bond with Lee on our adventures. Then again, Lexi simply loves everyone she meets. The plan for this outing was to meet up with the rest of the usual suspects in Sudbury.
Seeing as Brian was coming from London, the three of us decided to meet up at the en-route truck stop in Sudbury, Ontario, and then carry on heading north together. Brian, as I understood it, was meeting a guy from Marketplace here to pick up some parts for his newly built onboard auxiliary battery setup.
Of course, meeting up in Sudbury, the best rendezvous spot would be obviously the Big Nickel. If you've never been to the Big Nickel in Sudbury, it's definitely worth the stop. So we're just rolling into Sudbury now, and we're a little bit ahead of schedule. So we're gonna head up to Country Time Donuts and grab a coffee and an apple fritter, which I probably think was Brian's plan all along. Going forward on the channel, I'm gonna add a new feature using the GPS app, What 3 Words, as a pop-up reference for the locations I visit. So viewers like you can look up the locations I highlight, like this one right now.
It looked as if Jake and Gilles had arrived just before us, so after some gift shop browsing and some picture taking, the protagonists for this expedition were assembled and ready to go. Once finally off the highway and aired down, it was time to get into it. And outbound onto the trails, naturally our first beaver-induced water crossing.
I didn't even see that. I didn't see anything when I stopped. Yeah. That's too bad.
But not long after the first water crossing, our first of many sketchy bridges. Lexi, for some reason, being anxious at its crossing. After coming across an abandoned line and what appeared to be environmental sample walls stuck in the ground, the crew found themselves already getting late into the day and looking for their first campsite.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
It looks like it come out from where the hole they put in there maybe.
Yeah,
eh?
exactly.
Spewed up.
Clay deposits here. Big, yeah, it's soft.
Oh, really? Oh,
It's like clay. Like a put out its wench on you.
I need a life jacket.
Well, look at that fucking sign up on the tree to our left. The one that says no trespassing.
An area that looked like a great potential spot for setting up turned out being someone's property. The only choice obviously from here was to forge ahead. A little farther down the trail, Jake inexplicably had our first but not the last vehicular anomaly of the trip. The ignition on his truck, without warning, decided to simply cut out.
To restart, but then I brought it to a stop and started. So here we go. That's good. Hopefully you find out that hopefully it doesn't happen again.
With the issue apparently fixing itself, it wasn't soon after the boys found their home for the night.
That's hilarious. Oh, bales of wheat. Oh, yeah. Is that little big nubs back?
It's so easy to forget.
It's just that you cannot stand really.
Yeah. No, we're just going home tomorrow. I just come up to do things when that happens.
Right?
Yeah, do
Planning on
some
staying
fishing and-
when
Yeah. It kind of got me when she's standing there looking at the garage and framed in. And she said, you know?
so I had asked to get the travel one. And when I got
With Lexi early to bed, as she often prefers, and the rest of us settled in for the night, Jake began telling us about his recent trip out west, and coming across a drunk with a car issue waving him down in the middle of nowhere, with a rifle sitting on his passenger seat of his car, no less.
But can we give you a ride somewhere? Sure. Do you know Bob?
Oh, who doesn't?
Oh, dude.
Mama Winnipeg? Yes.
We're not from around here.
But you know Bob.
No, I don't know who Bob is. Oh, well, shit. He won't be home anyway.
That army issue?
After Jake explained to this guy that no, he doesn't know Bob's neighbor Vern, nor Vern's other neighbor Jim, Jake was asked if he knew where the gas station was.
Dude, I'm not fucking around here. I've never been here before in my life.
Or I can run the fridge on the cigarette plug while I'm driving. Just wraps it up, gives it a big head.
Yeah. I try and do it with minimal bending down because
Yeah, I saw that too.
bending
Yeah.
sucks.
Where's those flies? Are the flies coming to get you?
And it was. Like,
Surprised there's not more campsites at them. Taking away, that's a good thing because there's less people out here now. Perfect.
following day starting out with some beautiful sunshine and open, clear trails, dotted with shimmering lakes. It was just a matter of time before the old nemesis of these usual suspects reared its ugly head.
Put your mirrors in on.
Oh.
Yeah, the crew that came here and cleared this didn't really open it up too much, did they? We're going to make that Bronco polish an annual thing. Somebody's probably got a big pile of gravel in here too, or stone. I was wondering who ordered the dump truck full of stones.
At one point during the morning, Jake came on the radio and mentioned how his F-150, for no obvious reason, began sounding a little bit more gutsy, a little more gravel to it. It wasn't until Lee's keen eyes come across the reason why lying in front of him on the trail. Forging ahead again and working our way through the bush, we were determined to make it to the other end of the trail before eventually breaking for lunch.
Matter of fact, it might. Did you get away? Looks like it had some pretty beefy sidesteps on it too.
Of course, it wasn't too long before we started getting back into the tighter, narrower sections of the trail. This time, however, mercifully without the dreaded alders. Just some casual branch trimming needed along the way. Brian's new electric chainsaw making relatively quick work of it.
leaf pruners would be good. You know the big ones?
Yeah, yeah. Snap, snap.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine's that.
By late afternoon, the team eventually pushed their way out of the woods and found themselves in the same area they spent the night on the Star expedition last year, in an old logged-out area situated up on a bluff. The wind provided a little relief from the biting flies, but not completely.
I decided tonight would be a good time to actually prep a decent meal, one I've never done on the trail before.
Force behind it. So open up the fucking thing.
Of course, I got my electric blanket out. But that's not a hot. Put it in a tube and let it run down and up in the tent. You gotta go to the bathroom.
After everyone was fed and Lexi put to bed, sprinkles of rain began to fall before we even thought about having a campfire. So with camp chairs folded and tent flies guyed down, it was early to bed and early to rise, the rain showers persisting into the following morning.
The off-road toys.
If you recall in an earlier video of mine, I camped while watching an intense storm pass nearby, thankfully sparing me from the worst of it. However, the region we were venturing into this week showed evidence of some heavy water damage, and later into our trip, we really began to see just how devastating this storm was and how it was going to challenge our travels.
Go through There was a culvert. It's gone now. It's missing.
That's the one. Yeah. That's what they have to get the road after that.
Nice. Yeah, he's watching us right now.
The drums.
With most of the guys getting low of fuel at this point, they took the opportunity to air up and map their way over to a local gas station.
We just come off the trails now and we're heading over to the watershed to get some gas and some pizza. If you've never had the pizza at the watershed, do yourself a favor. It's really good.
Engine come around that corner and wow, I can see how that could happen. I can probably have it happen more often at this corner.
Jake and Brian heard of an accident involving a train and a logging truck up here, and they all saw first-hand evidence of what was left over of the cleanup.
So we got to the watershed and no gas. All the pumps got kicked out from a lightning strike in the area and they haven't been able to reboot them. So plan B is to backtrack down the highway and head over to Shining Tree and hopefully get some $2 a liter gas there. So question, how is everybody doing for gas right now?
I'm good. Good for 268 kilometers.
Switch to eco mode and 120 kilometers empty. Let's see what we can do.
Yeah, I'm still good for 180.
It sucks that you have to. Nobody's gonna leave you. Nobody's gonna leave the pup. We're in good hands. Yeah.
After finally fueling up and getting back on the trails, it was Lexi and Eric's turn to be the first to ford the next water crossing. Brian, of course, walking it beforehand to ensure it didn't have any unseen hazards.
Here we go, Lexi.
Being the first one across, I was responsible for doing the trail recon ahead, and it was decided that we'd backtrack and find another way around.
There's trail about as far as I can see. It looks like it's all right. It's about ATV size though.
You're gonna go straight back to there, Jake. Thank you.
In retrospect, the guys would have come to learn that their plan B would ultimately lead them to another dead end and ultimately send them up a perilously wet, deep-rutted mud trail scattered with large rocks.
Jake, hold on a second. How long does that go on for? Okay. Right behind you. We'll have to go back. Oh yeah, I think I scraped over that one too. That one at the front there at the beginning. I think I did okay on that one. Like over here, I hit something in the middle.
He'll be alright with his lift now, eh?
Oh yeah.
Whoop, maybe not. That was full on skid plate.
Yeah.
there's enough ground for us to slip and hit anything.
Yeah, he's so big. Oh, there goes his tail light again.
Oh.
We later learned on the radio Lee's Tundra faulted out while switching to low range, throwing warning lights, error codes, and warning beeps before he was finally able to get it back into 4 high. Brian and Eric decided to continue up the hill, hoping the trail would eventually open up so they wouldn't have to backtrack through that hell. But of course, turning around meant Lee, who normally brings up the rear, would be leading us back down the hill. If his truck decided to break down then, or become immobile, it would be a serious problem.
You alright, Lee? Yeah, everything's good up here. You guys okay back there? Just looking for a spot to go once we get through. I see you around then. Stop before we go into that great big one that goes around the corner.
Ooh, that's a bugger coming at us. All clear, Brian.
I think at least a few of us were counting our blessings as we made it back out onto the logging road. With it now late afternoon, we were all in agreement that we'd now look for a spot for the night, and shortly, we found a real gem. A real gem apart from the makeshift shrine or altar of some apparent religious significance.
I think it was Sean Chessel. He said.
Yeah.
Him or Norm.
He was a character.
He told me the story of a buddy he knew. Went out and bought a used Winnebago.
Yeah.
Mini Winnie, a little one, right?
Right.
It was a little rough, needed some work, and I think the septic tank was rotted out in it. So basic. That's shitty. Yeah. He was a pretty handy guy. I think he had maybe a F450 or 550 Ford pickup side mount gas tank, like nice chrome one. It looked like off a transport. He figured he'd mount it on the back bumper and use that as a holding tank. And he rigged it up and it worked, and he went camping with it the one weekend. And then he got up the one morning, opened up the door and got out. He walks around the back of the mini Winnie. He looks on the ground, he sees a piece of garden hose and a pile of puke on the ground there.
Oh.
Somebody come around and thought it was diesel fuel. Oh, fuck!
Serve up right to your fucking lungs.
That'll fucking teach it.
Yummy.
Man.
Will that been when you touch my wood?
Shitty diaper, what?
There he is. Look out. Okay, I'm out.
The
You're in.
fire master has arrived.
Wood master. Yeah.
Yeah, master of all wood.
Of all things wooden.
Now he's blowing the wood.
Fucking Jesus. Yeah, we're being listened to too, aren't we, man? Yeah. You gotta send that into fucking Comedy Central or something. Look at these guys. Never going in the woods with them again.
They didn't even have a fucking script.
They're trying to get the little bald guy to touch wood. I know.
Where'd he go? That was a hell of a blowjob. He did nothing to the fire.
Quick.
Just blow and leave.
Blow and go, eh? There's no happy ending there. He's gonna come back with a jerry can of gas.
Fuck you.
Make fun of my wood.
Just keep it warm until I get back.
Keep his wood warm.
That's what she said.
I've heard that before.
That's like a... It's like a cathedral ceiling here or something.
As it turned out, the VHS tape didn't get left behind that night. The guys came to believe Gilles grabbed it without anyone seeing, in the belief that he now would have the power of the Lord riding shotgun with him, and henceforth would volunteer to be the first one to make these treacherous water crossings.
Hope he's not doing this just because he's gonna be on YouTube.
When Gilles didn't opt to be the first to make these crossings, the Jesus tape would be passed on to the one who would venture forth, assured now that the holy power contained within will keep them safe from harm.
He's gonna try to go around the ruts, is that what he's doing?
You're right, you can kind of go on top of it. So right about there is somewhere where the ruts start.
He's gonna start, yeah, he's going down now.
There?
Woo.
Go on in, the water's fine.
I'm across it and way out of the way.
Oh, he's hard right. That bow wave. That was too easy. I think you should do it going backwards.
Reading Sasquatch.
It's crawling along. That's so unlikely. Oh, here we go. Somebody's got a belt squeal pretty good. You could hear it too, could you? I don't hear anything now.
Hey?
I don't hear anything now. That was your belt.
That's a brake set.
Oh. Maybe a bit of mud in there.
Yeah.
mud or a stone or
Oh yeah.
stone, whatever. Something probably between the splash plate. Oh no, I think it was.
Yeah, the backing plate thing.
I don't see anything. There's nothing obvious. I told me he's made himself indispensable now because he's the only one that knows how to fix that.
Right. Factory Toyota rep on the trail with us. Looks like this spot probably missed that rain shower considering the dust.
I was just about to say the same thing.
After a stretch of water crossings, some dusty logging roads, and a small roadside repair, the usual suspects found themselves back in one of their favorite areas, the Hydro right away.
This is quite the landscape here.
Brian later commented on how rugged and beautiful it would look up here in northern Canada if all the trees were gone like this. Unfortunately, he would miss out exactly just how amazing, sadly missing out on the Trans-Haya expedition later that summer with the guys.
Farther up the hydro cut, watching Brian traverse a water crossing, I noticed he was dragging some brush under his Tacoma as he emerged out the other side. It turned out to be a little more than just some brush. Brian's small electric chainsaw was indispensable in these tight quarters.
Is it gonna have to come up this way? Fucking all twisted up.
That's the other end of it. Pretty much. Probably, I don't know, 9 or 10 inches in diameter. And so you have to get yourself over that log. And once you're over the log, then you're fine the rest of the way.
Yeah.
Once again, Gilles' unshakable faith in the Jesus tape had him convinced that no obstacle, big or small, would stop the mighty gladiator from conquering the trails. After some discussion and some scouting by Brian, the consensus going forward was to avoid the unnecessary risk and take the high road, not wanting the muddy repeat of the other day.
rip off a leg.
As the shadows started growing longer and our band of travelers growing more weary, the literal signs up ahead begged the usual suspects from going no further and look for a spot to set up for the night.
Good looking beaver.
This beaver sounds like something else.
Looks like maybe they're twins.
At Dollarama. Like the
You
day-
ordered it from Amazon.
the
Come on.
day of. The next day, Sasquatch awoke to find the woman on the mountain ridge. Bags packed and moving on. "Goodbye," she shouted, hailing a wave. Sasquatch clambered onto a rock to shout back. He thought, "Proglak," and then hello, but by the time the sounds even reached his throat, she was gone. "Yeah!" he groaned sadly. Sasquatch.
Uncanny.
Yeah.
Just then, Sasquatch's foot hit a fallen rock, and he went tumbling down over an embankment, falling down, down, down into Old Kemp Creek. Oh shit!
Is there a picture?
There's a picture of Sasquatch standing in the creek, looking like he's like, "What the fuck just happened to me?"
Oh, we've got that all day.
Yeah.
We can
I
relate.
hope nobody walks up on us right now. I think the guy with the VHS is nuts. Look at these guys.